Another piece of information that I think is very important is the leaker has been found and is in jail right now. And that's the leaker on Venezuela. And a very bad leaker. So there could be some others, and we'll let you know about that. We're hot on their trail. But the leaker has been found, and the leaker's in jail. And will probably be in jail for a long time. Let's see what happens.
Imagine this for a moment. A person trusted with the highest level of government secrets, someone vetted, cleared, and sworn to protect information that could decide the outcome of military missions, ends up in a jail cell. That is exactly how this story begins. According to the Department of Justice, a government contractor with top-secret security clearance has been arrested and accused of leaking extremely sensitive intelligence tied to US military operations. Officials say the information allegedly exposed operational details that, if obtained by hostile actors, could have put American troops directly in harm's way. Attorney General Pam Bondi steps into the spotlight to address the growing controversy surrounding the case. She announces a significant shift in Department of Justice policy, one that immediately sends shockwaves through the media world. Bondi reveals that she has rescinded long-standing DOJ protections that previously limited the government's ability to subpoena journalists during leak investigations. These rules were designed to protect press freedom, but Bondi argues they have also created loopholes that allow classified material to circulate unchecked. Her reasoning is blunt and unapologetic. When classified intelligence is leaked, lives are at stake. Bondi confirms that the FBI, acting under judicial authorization, executed a search warrant at the home of a Washington Post reporter. Federal agents seized electronic devices believed to contain classified documents connected to the leak. She emphasizes that this was not a fishing expedition, nor an attack on journalism, but a targeted operation aimed at recovering material the government says should never have left secure systems. Anticipating backlash, Bondi addresses the elephant in the room, the First Amendment. She calls it a bedrock principle of American democracy, repeatedly stressing its importance. But she draws a firm line, stating that constitutional protections do not extend to actions that jeopardize military personnel, expose intelligence methods, or compromise national defense. In her view, freedom of the press does not include freedom to leak classified wartime information. Developments in Minnesota. Just as the national security controversy reaches a boiling point, Bondi turns to another unfolding crisis, this time from inside the Department of Justice itself. In Minnesota, 6 federal prosecutors recently attempted to resign en masse. But according to Bondi, this was not a quiet departure over personal reasons. She claims these prosecutors refused to support ICE operations and declined to participate in investigations into organizations accused of astroturfing, coordinated activities allegedly designed to obstruct or endanger law enforcement. Rather than leaving immediately, the prosecutors requested to remain on the government payroll by using accrued annual leave until April. Bondi rejected the request outright. Instead, she terminated them on the spot. Bondi characterizes the group as part of an internal resistance, what she refers to as a deep state presence within the federal prosecutorial system. She argues that these individuals were not simply expressing dissenting views, but actively blocking federal law enforcement priorities. Adding fuel to the fire, Bondi alleges that one of the prosecutors had previously defended cases linked to BLM-related incidents involving violence, raising further questions, at least in her view, about neutrality, judgment, and commitment to public safety. The message from the Attorney General is unmistakable. Federal prosecutors are not policymakers. Their role, she says, is to enforce the law, not selectively decide which laws deserve to be upheld. As the segment draws to a close, Bondi seeks to project control and continuity. She announces that federal prosecutors from other jurisdictions, including California and Eastern Michigan, have already volunteered to step in and take over the Minnesota cases. According to her, law enforcement operations will continue without pause, and investigations will move forward as planned. Bondi ends with a stark warning. Anyone who undermines law enforcement, refuses to carry out federal duties, or leaks classified intelligence that could endanger American lives will not have a place in the Department of Justice. Loyalty to the mission, she insists, is non-negotiable. Call to action stories like this raise serious questions about national security, press freedom, government power, and accountability behind closed doors. If you want more deep dive breakdowns like this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. And let me know in the comments, do you think this is about protecting lives or crossing a dangerous line? Because as always, the full story is rarely as simple as it first appears.